Floyd Mayweather appears to stop Logan Paul falling to canvas during exhibition fight. Logan Paul defied expectations to go the distance with Floyd Mayweather in their 8-round exhibition match. The social media star may have only landed around 13% of his shots, but he emerged relatively unscathed against one of the greats. That, in itself, is a success when Mike Tyson had predicted Mayweather would kill him. The only killings were of the financial kind, though the exact purses from the fight are unknown because Florida State Boxing Commission wasn't obliged to release them for an unsanctioned bout. Mayweather predicted that his takings would be in the region of $100 million, £70 million, a much larger share than Paul. Many of the fans tuning in around the world will have expected to see a knockout for that money, but the 26-year-old saw the night through. Even Paul himself seemed surprised, asking, "Did Floyd let me survive?" Afterwards, while there was no official winner recognized due to the fight only being an exhibition, the 50-year former world champion would have been allowed to stop his opponent. Indeed, footage has been circulating of a moment in which it looked as if Paul was going to drop to the canvas. It's unclear whether his legs were simply weak or whether Mayweather had delivered a knockdown, but to the bemusement of viewers, money appeared to hold Paul up until he recovered. Regardless of the how and why, once Paul had heard the final bell, he described it as an honor to have shared a ring with Mayweather. "I don't want anyone to tell me anything is impossible ever again. The fact that I'm in here with one of the greatest boxers of all time proves that the odds can be beat," Paul told Showtime. "You never know with this guy. I might go home thinking, did Floyd let me survive? He's one of the GOATs and in many ways he controls this sport. That's what makes him great." Analysis. In the scheme of things, with nothing riding on the spectacle and many serious boxing fans turning away from what they perceived as nothing more than a money-spinning charade, perhaps it doesn't matter too much whether Paul was given a helping hand along the way. With the videos circulating, however, it's easy to see why those who forked out for the PPV event have been voicing their anger. The reality, of course, is that Mayweather was never giving his 100%. Even at 44 and despite being the much smaller man, he could have easily put Paul to the sword had he wanted to, and with 10-ounce gloves, there was a greater chance of a knockout had he really gone for the jugular. Instead, both men go home happy, purses bulging and pride intact. Mayweather would not rule out fighting again, but it's hard not to feel his legacy is being tainted a little more with each exhibition. I has contacted Mayweather Promotions for comment.